esteemed guests and dear participants, Education Solutions welcomes you in our third virtual education fair named Russian Universities Talking for Education Solutions, where we gather to explore the incredible opportunities offered by the most prestigious universities in Russia. My name is Lisa. I'm a manager of Education Solutions company, and I'm delighted to be your host for this event, where we celebrate knowledge, learning, and the boundless opportunities that education brings. Today, I'm particularly thrilled to introduce you to a beacon of academic excellence and innovation, leading Russian educational institution, which is enlisted in top 10 universities of Europe, MGIMO University. And I want to present you our dearest colleagues, the advisor to the rector's office, deputy vice rector for youth policy, social work, and international relations, Ekaterina Alexeyevna Shavalova, and the public relations specialist for international management, Dana Dmitrievna Sergeyeva. Before we delve into the exciting academic prospect at GIMO University, let me take a moment to introduce you to the beautiful city that it calls home, Moscow. Located in a vibrant and dynamic city of Moscow, the university is situated in the heart of the capital, a city that embodies rich history, cultural diversity, and global significance. As the capital of Russia, Moscow is not only a center of political and economic activity, but also a hub of education, science, and culture. From iconic landmarks such as the Kremlin and Red Square to its renowned museums, theaters, and art scene, Moscow offers a stimulating environment for learning and personal enrichment. Not to say that the city appeals by its developed infrastructure and super comfortable environment for living that every year attracts enormous number of international students. The number reaches almost a million of students from all over the world. We have prepared for you an introducing video of the city where this university is located. Let's watch it together. And now let's turn to some special words by the representative of the university, the advisor to the rector's office, deputy vice rector for youth policy, social work, and international relations, Ekaterina Alexeyevna Shavalova.
Good afternoon, colleagues. I hope you see me well and hear me well. It's okay, yeah. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude for this cordial opportunity to meet you all. It's my pleasure and honor to represent here the Moscow State Institute of International Relations of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Russian Federation. Dana, can you show our slides, if it's possible? Established in 1943 as a relatively compact boutique high school for training future diplomats, over its almost 18-year history, MGIMO has evolved from a purely diplomatic high school to a full-faced humanitarian university, offering both graduate and undergraduate degree programs, as well as PhD, MBA, executive MBA, and some pre-university tutorial schools. The university structure comprises 10 schools, 3 institutes, a lyceum, and a college. 53 foreign languages are being taught at MGIMO, and the Guinness Book of World Records acknowledged MGIMO for the largest number of languages taught full-time. You can see on this slide some interesting facts about our university. We are very proud that among our alumni are 2 current presidents. It's the president of Kazakhstan and president of Azerbaijan, dozens of ministers, and worldwide known politicians and diplomats. More than half of our students graduated from secondary school with honors, and it's also a very important fact for us. MGIMO is also conducting fundamental research in many fields related to international relations and political science. We have 16 research centers operating within the Institute of International Studies. It's worth mentioning that today MGIMO University rightfully ranks among the leading Russian universities in the spheres of international relations, law, and global economy. Our university holds 345th position in QS University ranking, and we are 37th in QS rating by subject politics, and first among non-Western countries. That is why in the world we are known as Harvard of non-Western world. Next slide, please. The key priority of our international policy is the development of international cooperation and the promotion of academic exchange and joint programs. We have cooperation agreements with more than 200 foreign educational institutions from over 80 countries. And this helps us to ensure the highest global standards in education. We were the first Russian university fully integrated in Bolognian system, and for nearly 70 years it has been admitting international students from all over the world. Nowadays, there are about 10,000 students from 74 countries studying at MGIMO in total, and our international students account for nearly 16% of the total number of students. It's worth mentioning a few words about our social life. Our community is traditionally welcoming to foreign students. Our university actively supporting students and helping them with their cultural adaptation. We have International Students Association. It was established in 208, and there are 45th, as I see on the slide, national fraternities. The university also has a well-developed social infrastructure. There is a sports center within 20 indoors and outdoors sports grounds on the campus, and it's free for all the students. We have a brand new dormitory and an apart hotel with modern co-working places. It was opened last year next to the university building, so it's just several steps from the main campus. We have 10 art studios based on our cultural center that allow students to fulfill their creative potential, and more than 100 student organizations such as students' unions and student scientific society, economic and law clubs, and many other communities where students can meet like-minded friends and acquire new skills. And we even have our own hospital within the campus. We're the only university in Moscow who has such infrastructure. And I would like to tell several words in general about our programs for international students, and then we'll give a word to my colleague. So we have 8 faculties, 14 fields of society. You can see the main faculties. They are such international law, international economic relations, international journalism, international business, management and politics, and some institutes related to energy policy and ecological issues. Next slide, please. We have three levels of education. It's undergraduate, graduate, and postgraduate programs. Here you can see QR codes that lead to the website related to different programs. We have programs taught in Russian, programs taught in English. We are planning to launch several dual degree programs in English with our partners from China, India, and Iran. My colleague Dana will give you extra information about these options. So Dana, I'll pass the floor to you.
Good afternoon to our guests. I'm really pleased to be with you today, and I will tell you a little bit more information about the application admission process and our other activities. So, if you'd like to study in Russian language, you should send your documents online. You can see the QR code on the presentation slide before 17th of June. We have already opened the submission of applications for admission, so there will be an opportunity to send your documents online. And you will have then 2 online interviews on Russian language and foreign language. First interviews will be already in May, and what is important that you will be able to apply before you receive school diploma. So this extra option is opened this year already. If you would like to study in English, you should go to the site which you can see here on the slide. We have several programs in English. It's International Relations and Economics. Please note that the School of Government and International Affairs, the first one, will have its traditional Open Doors Day in English on April 11th at 5:30. So you will be able to know about all these 3 programs, which are represented on the slide: Government, International Politics and Law. The second one is Politics and International Relations, and the third one is Global Politics. And you will be able to know the dean. He will talk about the advantages of the only English taught bachelor faculty in MGIMO, the key features of enrollment campaign, and he will also answer all the questions asked by future applicants and parents. This is what's about international relations. And also we have an economics program. It's international finance and investment management. If you would like to study this program, you will have to do also these 2 admission tests and interview. Please go to the site, read the QR code, and you will be able to get more information about that. If you're interested, we also have a program in cooperation with the Swiss School for International Relations. The program provides training both at the International Faculty of MGIMO, 4 semesters, and the Swiss School for International Relations in Geneva, also 4 semesters. And the training of students in Geneva is based on modular principle. Students intensively study one discipline, pass a test or an exam, and proceed to study to the next subject in the curriculum. You can read more on the site. Please enter our site and read about additional programs and admission process. If you'd like to study in English master courses, then you should know that master courses represent one of the most rapidly developing directions of MGIMO activity, and MGIMO University master programs are open to bachelor degree holders from other Russian or foreign universities. We have several of them. You can see them on the slide. It's international relations, international diplomacy and political regional studies, Russian policy studies. It's a double degree with Moscow State University, please note. Political economy of ASEAN, Russia strategic partnership, and Russia and China political and economic trends in Eurasia. Please note that you here can see all the sites. You can read more information about admission process, about the other details, and note that you will be able also to pass the documents online. Then, if you'd like to know Russian language and study in Russian, We offer international students a variety of programs to be prepared to study in Russian and MGIMO or other universities. We have several levels of Russian language: elementary, intermediate, and also English language. If you would like to know more about our specifics, if you'd like to meet the university to study Russian language, then that will be perfect for you. You can scan the QR code and read more information at our website. There you will see all the modules, all the tests, all the details that you might need to prepare, and we really advise you to pass your attention to that. Then we have also short-term programs for international students. It's a student exchange program, visiting student program, and research program. If you'd like to visit MGIMO and study here for 1 or 2 semesters, if you'd like to study on payment basis or attend classes, then visiting student program will be perfect for you. If you're one from our partner universities and you'd like to study 1 or 2 semesters here, then the student exchange program will pass. And also, if you're a PhD student and would like to make some research or get to know our university, you can go to research program and do your scientific research here. Please go to our website, intprep.gimo.ru, and know more information about the programs we have for short-term basis. And also last year we launched an international Olympiad for foreign citizens, for foreign school students, nowadays, this year, we have more than 2,000 participants from over the 3 continents, from 10 countries. And winners of this Olympiad receive the opportunity to enter a bachelor program in Russian without payment, or first to study Russian language at MGIMO for granted. We also have this Olympiad in English language, and we hope to get more countries involved. So please visit our site, know about the procedure in September. We will launch the 3rd Olympiad in September, and you can try your best, try your knowledge to enter MGIMO without payment. And if also you have any questions, you would like to learn more or get more information, please write us. We're in contact. We'll be happy to answer all your questions, and we will be glad to welcome you at MGIMO University this year. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much. Your presentation was extremely informative for our prospective students. And I would also like to show you a short promotional video about MGIMO University.
I'm sorry, colleagues, but it seems that we have no sound in this video. Could you please set this? I can't hear anything.
first international students came to study at MGIMO in 1946, 2 years after the foundation of the university. They arrived from Mongolia, a country on friendly terms with the USSR. Soon the institute started to welcome large groups of students from Europe, especially from East Germany, Bulgaria, Hungary, Poland, and Czechoslovakia. And then students arrived from other continents as well, from countries such as Vietnam, Cuba, Laos, Nicaragua, Afghanistan, and Cambodia. Over time, MGIMO turned into a leading Russian center for training foreign students in different domains of international relations. In the 1980s, MGIMO mainly enrolled international students from Eastern Europe, Asia, and Latin America. And in the 1990s, when Russia opened up to the world, the geography of applications significantly broadened.
Да, дружили с нами, любили нас, как членов семьи, как сыновей и дочерей, потому что мы жили далеко-далеко от семьи.
It is a challenge for international students to get into MGIMO. They have to undergo a rigorous selection process at home. Only the very best candidates are eligible to submit their applications to study here, and some are directly handpicked by their governments. MGIMO International alumni today count almost 7,500 foreign graduates. Each of them has his own special memories of the university and experiences in Russia. Of course, they will always remember their alma mater.
Мне было 16 лет, то есть, в принципе, сейчас я понимаю, это мальчик, ребенок. Я вот вышел на Рижский вокзал, и тут я помню, что я сделал. Сын колхозника, да, приехал сюда, не зная русский, не зная английский, французский языки. Ну, просто МГИМО дал меня стартовую позицию в жизнь, и за что я очень благодарен.
Having a MGIMO student ID card is like having an entry pass into the universe of international affairs. The theoretical training provided at the institute has always been thorough. MGIMO has professors of the highest caliber.
Нас подталкивали не задубливать текст, вот, готовиться к экзамену, а становится правило, что преподаватели очень следили, как студент мыслит, и как он играет с разными концепциями, и как он излагает. Неважно, на каком факультете, на каком направлении будет учиться, все дисциплины, которые учебы будут преподаваться, они будут преподаваться с хорошим, широким пониманием тех или иных политических и геополитических процессов и то, как они влияют на данную сферу.
The primary goal of all international students is to master the Russian language. Those who do not have a basic level of Russian have to spend a year at MGIMO's prep school.
Сразу вот начались уроки вот на русском языке. Сначала было сложно, но через несколько месяцев уже начали разговаривать. Это было просто чудно. Я не ожидал сам.
В Италии очень мало людей говорит по-русски, поэтому, закончив МГИМО, говорит по-русски, я получаю большое преимущество.
Русский язык, я думаю, что очень сложно. Из-за того, что это, часто это письменный, а разговорный, самое главное. И втором, это философия, это русские философии, и как понимать это трудно, как это Толстой, и Пушкин очень знаменитый, такой очень прекрасно, это такой процесс изучения.
MGIMO teaches 53 languages. This is a world Guinness record. Learning a foreign language becomes an integral part of a student's life. It is not just about grammar or vocabulary. Indeed, to speak a foreign language, you have to appreciate the history, culture, and traditions of a country or countries where it is spoken.
После окончания института поехал учиться в Лиссабон. Просто дети учили португальскому языку. Я сказал в Москве. Они меня очень удивили, что у меня язык очень хороший литературный язык португальский.
MGIMO's famous student dormitory in Uniersity district brings back memories of sleepless nights on the eve of exams and of incredibly lively parties. Today, most international students are accommodated in the student dormitory number 2, right on the university campus. There is a special tradition of mixing nationalities in residence halls. You will not share a room with someone of the same nationality as yourself. You're expected to integrate and get to know everyone. At first, it can be a little tricky, but within a few months, students are pleased that they have made so many international friends.
И вы будете познакомиться с новыми интересными людьми из всего мира. у вас будет прекрасная атмосфера, обучение, и этого никогда не забудете.
Делайте из себя хороших друзей на всю жизнь, потому что это тот бесценный капитал, который наш институт дает людям. И лично мне это помогает всю жизнь, и я с удовольствием помогаю другим людям.
MGIMO graduates help each other out in any situation and in any country. They belong to one big international family. Many graduates trust the university with the most important of tasks, educating their own children. Indeed, in some cases, MGIMO is all in the family, with 3 generations boasting diplomas. Diplomas which once shaped their destiny.
Thanks to MGIMO University for such an interesting video, and I apologize for little technical problems in the beginning of the video. Now I would like to ask the representative of the university to answer the questions from our prospective students. Let me see.
Yeah, I see we have several questions here in comments. I can start answering if you won't mind.
Yeah, thank you.
So the first one about student exchange programs, as Dana has said, international students can participate in 2 ways. If the university you're studying at has a cooperation agreement with our university, you can check this at your international office. You can come to us for 1 or 2 semesters for granted. You would be choosing lessons you want to pass during your education here. So please check this information. If your university don't have a cooperation agreement, then you can come to us also for 1 or 2 semesters, but on the payment basis. You can find all information at our website, intprep.mgimo.ru. I think this presentation will be sent to you, and you could find this information in presentation. The second question about the international law relations program in English. So we have several programs for bachelor degree. First one is international and comparative law. It's program. It's a dual degree program with MGIMO Geneva. With our Swiss School for International Relations. This program is only on payment basis. You would study for 4 years, first semester in Moscow, second semester in Switzerland. And after completing this program, you will receive 2 diplomas, a Russian diploma and a diploma from Switzerland. So it's a very good opportunity. And the second option is program Government, International Politics and Law in Moscow at our School of Government and International Affairs. To enter both this program, you have to pass an interview in English language and also to write a motivation letter. So another question about PhD in economics. So if you already will have a document that you finished your master degree in economics, then you can pass directly to PhD. And I think you could write to our email or to some WhatsApp or WhatsApp page. Maybe Dana, you can show the presentation on this slide, so guys would be able to scan the QR code to our messengers. Write directly, because we don't have an information about PhD in this presentation. I think 1 QR code, and they will answer you and tell you where you should go to find the information. So here you can see our email, international.in.mgimo.ru, and QR code to our messengers. So contacts, yeah, we shared it. The question about documents. So it depends on what program you are going to study at. Is it a bachelor program, or master program, or PhD program? We have an online application platforms for every for each of these programs. So you can find the information in our websites, but generally it's some information about your previous education, different forms of information about forms of information about your national ID, some information related to medical issues, so you can find the details within our website, some detailed information.
Yeah,
So I think we don't have.
I also see some questions in our Instagram stream. Can you provide the information on scholarships and financial aid options available to international students?
Our university is the only one of the two universities in Russia that are not involved in the system of Russian scholarships. And the only option to study here for granted is to win our International School Olympiad that was launched previous year. So is the first option. And also we have some, so-called quotas for different countries. And they are also for granted, but these places, how to say, you can study at these places only if your Ministry of International Relations of your country will advise you to us. So it's a difficult procedure actually. But if you enter our university on a payment basis, you can receive some scholarship here to to support your stay in Moscow. It can cover your dormitory issues, some issues related to personal financial questions, such as that. So that's the options.
Thank you. And I also want to mention that you can follow our newsletter of Education Solutions, and receive all the information about education in Russia, about scholarships, and etc. And I also see a question about the cost of living in Moscow for international students, including accommodation and transport expenses.
Related to our dormitory cost for international students is about 5,000 rubles per month. So it's nearly 50 euros per month, and you can receive financial support to cover these costs. Transportation issues are close to zero because our dormitory is 100 meters from the main campus where you will have classes.
Okay, thank you. I also see a question about the opportunities for international students to work part-time or participate in internships during their studies in Russia.
If we are talking about master degree students, of course, they can participate in some internships. We have a career center to help them with that question, and they will have enough time to work during the educational process. If we are talking about bachelor degree students, they have their classes from 9 a.m. to I think 4 p.m. So it's quite a long period of time, and usually they have to spend 4 or 5 hours during their home tasks, and they don't have enough time to work. But some of them try to spend their evenings at work, to have some internship during weekends. So it's up to you, but usually it's available only at the master level.
Okay, thank you. And one more question. What are the career prospects for international students who graduate from MGIMO University?
If you come to, first of all, we are willing to prepare students for diplomatic service for some international organizations, and if you come to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of your country, usually you would have several of our alumni working there. So they're working in embassies, they're working in international organizations, in international companies, both in economic, in business, in some law issues. And their competitiveness, the main key to their competitiveness is the fact that usually they know more than 3 foreign languages. So everyone at our university has to study at least 2 foreign languages, but usually they study 3, 4, and more. So and moreover, they know very good the history of the region they study, the political issues about the region they study. So that's why they usually do not have problems with their career.
Okay, thank you. And as I can see in our chat, the person named Madridi Hussam asked, "Do you see my question?" But I would ask you to write it in a comment once again because we don't see it. Okay, in case... it's a question about...
It differs from program to program, and you can find the information at our website. It will be better, because we have a lot of different programs and don't have the cost for all of them at our mind. And since we are waiting for more questions, I would like to add that we have a very close relations to the embassies of different countries in Moscow and host their national events all the time. And we're very proud that we are learning our students to know different countries, to know cultures of different countries, and to do it, Dana, maybe you could add. I think
actually we really close relations to the embassies, and we hold events, and have also fraternities. So we have 45 fraternities, and a lot of countries are represented at our university. So you will be able to, for example, think about a career in diplomacy, in management, and we also have interesting exchange programs with other countries. Of course, we haven't placed everything in our presentation, just because we really have a lot of things that we can be proud of. So please visit our site. You can also follow our Telegram channel, because we really have a lot of events, a lot of international events. For example, our university was represented at the World Youth Festival in this year, in February, in March, and we had really great presentation there. So you can join our network, social networks, to know more information about the events, because we really cannot put them all in our presentation today. And also I see one more question about English and Russian programs. No, you don't have to go to embassy to learn Russian. We also had a slide about our preparatory programs. One moment, here. Just scan the code and you will get to the site where you can learn more about Russian language. We have a lot of programs in Russian, really. And if you'd like to learn something more in Russian, you can go for the preparatory courses. It lasts from 1 semester up to 1 year, and then you will be able to learn in Russian because we really have great professors. I know them in person, and I can say that we have an excellent school of Russian language for foreigners. So you can go and try to learn language at our university. And if you are worried, we provide visa, we provide everything you need. So just go to the site and learn more information about Russian language here.
Here is
also a question about TOEFL exam.
TOEFL exam.
TOEFL, yeah. Katerina, maybe you could guide
You don't need TOEFL exam to enter our university because we have our own exams, or at most faculties for being taught in English. It's just an interview with our professors in English language, so they can check your ability to study this language. Or it can be for if you are entering programs in Russia, it can be not only English language, but some others such as French, German, Chinese, so different languages. But if you are going to study in English, you should just pass this interview.
We have 3 more questions. One of them is, do I need to legalize or recognize the diploma of MGIMO University?
After receiving the diploma, for some countries, as far as I know, you will have to legalize our diploma to some other countries.
Okay, thank you. And one of our viewers is asking, what's the difference of the program of international relations in English and in Russian?
If we are talking about classical international relations, the main difference is the language you would be studying at, because professors are actually not the same, but very close, and the program is actually the same. So the difference is only in the languages you are going to study at and the students. If you are going to study in Russian, the most part of the students, your fellow students, will be Russian one. If you are going to study in English, so I think 90% of the students who are studying there are foreign students, and their native language differs from Russian.
And one more question about actions for admission and obtaining a student visa, and can a student's visa be denied?
I think it can be denied only. I see. Denied. We have a very good international office, and usually they are in close communications with embassies, our embassies in different countries, so our students don't have problems with receiving the visa. But if you would not succeed during your studies, then you would have an opportunity to lose your visa and leave our university, but we hope it won't happen to you.
Thank you so much. I think that we could finish our webinar. I would like to say thank you to the representatives of MGIMO University, and thank you for answering the questions of prospective students. we were extremely glad to see your university and you in our educational fair.
Thank you. Hope to see you all among our students.
Thank you and welcome in Moscow.